Hello and welcome to Grass Touchers, the show where this week the two of us pals talk about video games and how little time we have for them and what's going on in our video game atmospheres. I'm Jake.
I'm Jared. And that silence you're hearing is Deg not being here because he had a prior engagement, unfortunately. So we're Degless tonight.
We're Degless. It's true. It's one of the great bummers of my life is when our boy Degless is missing. But we're going to carry on. We're going to soldier on in his honor and bring you the latest and greatest in grass touching news. Starting with Jared. What's up, dude? What have you been playing?
Well, obviously, been playing Helldivers. I think did we mention that? It's been a couple weeks since we've been able to record.
I know. We got to get the people caught up. I tell you what, it's been out freaking standing. It's been really great.
Yeah, it's been.
Because it came to Xbox, great. And then I think that's the last thing we said about it was that it was like, OMG, it's on Xbox. We need to play this game now.
Yeah, it's been yawning. That's a great start to the podcast.
Couldn't agree more.
It's been really interesting because this is probably the first time. Honestly, I think this is the first time in 10 years, maybe more, that a game has felt like all my friends have it. And when I get on, It's like sometimes I even have to choose who I'm going to be able to play with. Though that hasn't technically happened yet, which is awesome because that's an annoying thing to have to do.
It's come close.
Yeah.
Yes. Just the other night, one person was just getting offline and somebody had just got online. So because you can only have a squad of 4 dudes that just worked out by the skin of our teeth.
Yeah. So that's really interesting, and it's been really fun. I've enjoyed that. It's like, it reminds me of like Halo, the Halo days, Halo 3, and then everybody obviously migrated to Call of Duty 4. But those were really the days where I would get on, and I would go to my friends list and be like, "Wow, okay, him, you know, like there'd be like 6 people I knew in my
yeah, you got
real
the pick
life.
Of the litter. Everybody's on.
Yeah, and so that's really fun. It's a great game. When I was playing it, the first week that I was playing it was really a honeymoon phase, and I was like fascinated with this game. I was like, this game is a feat. This game is so great. And then as we've gone on, I've definitely found things to gripe about, but overall, it's been a really, really good time, and I'm excited.
Speak on that. I want to know what's your how do you interpret that shift in honestly, it kind of feels like the gameplay loop changes because at first you're getting to know the gear that you start with. You're getting to know what's worth unlocking. You're learning the bugs versus the bots versus the whatever. How would you describe how it feels now, knowing that the honeymoon phase is kind of over? What would you say you do differently?
A little frustrating. I think in some ways the Helldiver, the characters they feel a little underpowered to me sometimes.
Oh, for sure.
I know that's probably part of the through line, but there's a nice even balance that I think with some tweaking you could get to where it's like you feel like there's a difference between feeling underpowered and feeling like if you make a mistake it's going to cost you. It's like it's both of those things, but like I wish like there's armored bugs and like the robots are like very armored, and it's like at least at the place I'm at the game, like I don't really have any guns that are really effective. A lot of the time, I feel myself getting overwhelmed, and then maybe some of the movement. The movement's really, really good in the game. It's awesome. It feels really natural.
The diving
is cool and fun. I think I would like there to be some sort of like team component to where like the closer you are in proximity to your fellow Helldivers, like the more damage you do, or some sort of like.
That would be a sick passive on some armor or something. Like make that a component in some way.
Right. I feel like in a lot of ways we just get split up, and in a way it doesn't matter because if you're playing near each other, it also just heightens the chance you're going to just blow your buddy's head off. When you.
I know. Yeah. So pros and cons to that.
It is definitely a unique experience. I like it a lot. I'm enjoying it, and I am really enjoying how just seamless the whole experience is. Jump in, jump out. Somebody gets disconnected for the most part. Like we even had the game's like the server like forked, whereas like you kept playing, strange. and then they. And this is a secondhand account, but you kept playing the same mission, and then they kept playing the same mission, but they were on two different servers at a certain point. It's really strange, but that's pretty awesome at the same time, especially when your servers are a little shaky, like they tend to be on that game. So,
right, yeah. They've talked about there being a little tech debt at this point. They've added a lot of features. They've really kept up with like keeping people happy, right? The lore of the game and the communiques that they push out, like in fiction, is all very sick. And there's a little bit of world building and like stuff going on, but it's made it extremely challenging for their team to like dev well.
Right.
They've had server issues and some bugginess, pun intended.
Hello. Very nice. Did the podcast just end?
Anything else you've been up to besides the whole Helldivers thing?
Well, I picked up Dota again. I know that's probably criminal. It's not as bad as like if I said Tarkov, or if I said Rainbow Six Siege, or if I said or something like that. I think that would probably be.
If you picked up Rainbow Six Siege apropos of nothing by yourself, I would like call the police and do a well person check.
Yeah, that's a good.
Can you please check on my friend?
There's something wrong with him. Yeah, man, that's pretty much been it. Oh, and Mario Golf Toadstool Tour on my Steam Deck. It's a GameCube game. I've been emulating that and knocking out a bunch of achievements. That game is hard, dude.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, man, it's hard.
I can't think of when I might have played it. I may have, but it doesn't like ring a bell per se.
It's the AI is like, in some ways it's just very annoying because I'm playing this intermediate course. There's lots of sand traps and water, and you're telling me Wario's shooting like 8 under? It's ridiculous. Like I cannot keep up. I cannot beat
Wario. Wario wouldn't shoot 8 under. Come on, no way.
He's a freak out there, dude. Every time I've tried it probably 20 times, and he just beats the pants off me. My best round is just like nowhere close. I mean, maybe I get 1 or 2 under, and Wario's just.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he's like Tiger Woods, dude. It's ridiculous. Probably the same lifestyle too. Just like hooking up with like 4s.
Hooking up in the clubhouse immediately after the round.
Dude, do you know about that? The Tiger Woods thing?
I mean, I know about the time that he cheated on his wife a whole hell of a lot. I don't know what you're talking about.
Well, it was just the details of that are just so funny. He was getting with like the woman that cleans up at, under the tables at the Chuck E. Cheese. Like, it wasn't even like he was like hooking up with like supermodels. It was like these very not to say that the quality of person is determined by your position in life, but like not who you'd expect for front.
You expect him to get caught red-handed with like celebrities and supermodels that come to the PGA Tour events or something.
Tiger Woods caught, in steamy makeout session on beach with Kate Beckinsale. No.
Right.
It's not that.
Right.
Tiger Woods.
No, he's banging the help.
Right. Tiger Woods caught coming out of urinal in, outside of local carnival. So, but dude, that whole story is crazy because like his dad was like a Green Beret.
Oh, okay.
And his dad was a Green Beret, and he was like brutally rigid with his, like he like forced him to golf, like he just like he crafted Tiger Woods into what he is, and then now Tiger Woods, and I think he also would like make Tiger Woods like sit in the car when he would like go in and like hook up with like Chinese waitresses or something. I don't know, something weird like that.
Oh my gosh,
but now
Tiger Woods lore I've been missing out on.
Dude, I watched the documentary. It is very interesting. It's pretty sad too. But he just like can't stop crashing his car. He seems like the kind of guy that doesn't care though.
I know. What are you gonna do? He's gonna buy another one,
right? And now his son is golfing. His son's pretty good too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I would think
his son is Wario.
Oh,
I know.
Wario Woods.
I know.
Wouldn't you know it?
Wario Woods. Wasn't that a game actually?
That sounds like the Wario Wood sounds like the name of a course in.
It does.
in
I think that might be a game, dude. Hold on, I'm gonna look this up. Wario Woods.
Time to find out.
Wario Woods is for the Super Nintendo. Dude, that is
Woods, a spin-off of the Mario series.
Dude, that is Tiger Woods'
1994 puzzle video game.
I played
Players
this
control
game.
Toad in his mission to defeat Wario, who has taken control of the peaceful woods.
Dude, I played this game.
Gameplay revolves around clearing each level by using bombs to destroy groups of enemies. Is it Bomberman?
No, it's Tetris, dude. You know what's funny? They would get you back in the day. I remember falling for this
I see
trick.
Screenshots. Okay.
I fell for this trick back in the day where it was like, cool, Wario. He's yellow Mario. He's got a big nose. And then you're like thinking it's going to be a game where you're just like, instead of like jumping to hit the blocks with your head, you're going to be doing the sideways dashing through them thing like you did on the other one. And then it's this gay Tetris with like Toad. It's horrible.
Yeah.
Horrible trick to play. But yeah. Yeah. That's what's going on. That's what's going on in Tiger's World.
Nice, dude.
TLC show. Tiger's World.
For me, it's been Helldivers, dude. Kind of it.
Yeah.
I haven't really made space for much else. I took a trip the other week and played on my Steam Deck a little bit, but nothing new or notable per se. I tried to look in my Steam library to see like, has anything been updated for the Steam Deck to increase like performance or compatibility or anything? And I ended up putting Sniper Elite 3,
hilarious game,
3 or 4 on my Steam Deck, and it's kind of frustrating to play on a small screen because there's a lot of details that you need to be able to see really clearly, and so on a smaller screen at sort of arm's reach, it's like, what am I looking at? Oh, I gotta shoot his balls off.
I was gonna say you can see those Nazi testicles though.
That's right, which is sick. The gameplay loop of that is really great. I love the like infiltrate enemy compound, try not to be noticed, it all goes wrong, bullets start flying, big explosions. That's very fun to me. I also put Hitman Absolution on my Steam Deck because I forgot I had that, but I didn't even play it. So I don't know. Isn't
the Sniper Elite series one of those games that just like got insane? It's like the Fast and the Furious thing where it's like they're on like Sniper Elite 6 now, and you have like a minigun,
dude. I had no idea that it would take off in that way. I think it started with Sniper Elite 2, where like people caught on, or they added that gore system that's like pretty gnarly. Yeah. That's the first one that I played. I played Sniper Elite 2 on what I believe was my dual booted MacBook Pro in college, I think is what I did.
Okay.
I partitioned my hard drive. I put Windows on it, and I would dual boot to Windows when I wanted to play like Battlefield 3 or something.
Sounds like
and
a
I put Sniper
horrible
Elite on
experience,
there.
by the way.
Honestly, not that bad.
Really?
It was a pretty strong MacBook at the time. It was current gen in 2010.
Yeah.
And they had just started putting Intel processors in them so that they were like compatible or whatever with Windows architecture. So yeah, it was actually kind of rad. I put Steam on there and stuff. But I remember playing Sniper Elite 2 and doing the training mission, and I was like, I got to see about this like gore system or whatever, this kill shot cam.
Yeah.
And I was blown away and like kind of grossed out. Yeah. I'm like, whoa, dude, this is nuts. This is like Mortal Kombat fatalities, but for shooters. You know, like, this is nuts. So you get to where you get really good at shooting the grenade that's on the guy's belt loop or whatever, and then he explodes, and it's so yeah, I played a little bit of that, but it's I think they're on. Let's see. Now I'm curious how many Sniper Elites there's been. I can't believe it took off in the way that it did.
Yeah, I remember pirating.
It really is. It's really just that one shtick that like makes it interesting.
They have to keep like raising the level of like outrageousness. I pirated, I think, the second one from my buddy Adrian. He would come over and be like, I was like working or something from my like on school, and he'd be like, "Hey man, can you pirate this game on your computer and let me play it?" And I was like, yeah, I guess. So I just watched him. I just watched him just like shooting Nazis in the balls for like 3 hours one day, and he just been like, "Oh!" It was really funny.
It's like, yeah, You did that a second ago, but go off.
Yeah, it was pretty sick.
The most recent one was January of this year, Sniper Elite Resistance. They broke their numeric sort of ticker there. Prior to that was Sniper Elite 5. So, in effect, this is Sniper Elite 6, I guess. But as far as I know, they haven't broken out of the World War II thing. I kind of feel like they should at some point. I feel like that's where you could maybe breathe some life into it.
Yeah, they've been sniping since then, actually. I've heard they've made some advancements.
Yeah. It's brutal, dude, but it's pretty cool. And I enjoy that game loop of... it's sort of like when in Far Cry, there's like on the mini-map that's full of little, blips everywhere. There's all those like enemy control points, and you go in, you like kill all the bad guys.
Yeah.
That whole loop is pretty cool to me.
Yeah.
So. Helldivers, though, I am madly in love with right now. My take on the way that the game changes once you've unlocked a few things is like cool, but also you start to see the cracks, because there's some stratagems that I've seen other people use that I don't see a place for in my arsenal, so I'm just never going to unlock them. So even though I haven't unlocked everything, I've basically unlocked everything, because I kind of have all the stuff that I care to use.
Yeah.
There's 3 different machine guns that you can call down, but like I only care about one of them, because my playstyle sort of dictates like I don't need that. I don't need it.
Right.
And there's certain guns depending on the mission you're doing that like you'd be stupid not to take it if you have it unlocked. So like just do that, And so the one place that I do kind of vary it a little bit is like, it depends on how many of our homies are online. If it's just you and me, I'm going to bring certain stratagems that are really overpowered. If there's 3 or 4 of us, I might swap a few, because I just want the variety. And the whole War Bonds thing, like, it's basically a battle pass, but you can get the in-game currency to sort of pay for it all, so you're not missing anything. It's not pay to win. Down to the cosmetics, I mean, everything you can just get in the game.
Yeah.
So because it came out over a year ago, and everybody was super into it all over again, I did throw $20 at it.
Oh boy!
To do the thing, I did. And I tell you, there's another reason that it reminds you of Halo is because there's the Halo Battle Pass thing, the Halo Warbond. They did a collab because it's literally ODST, so it was smart of them, of course, to do that. So I was kind of a sucker, but I haven't spent all of the credits that I got from that. I just bought one of the war bonds, the most recent one. The last thing I unlocked here recently was the solo silo that calls down an itty bitty nuke silo.
Yeah,
just zoop, and it gives you a laser pointer, and it's great.
Yeah, it is cool.
It has slightly more utility than like the 500 kilogram bomb from the Eagles, because you can follow that target and you won't miss it. Whereas with the 500 kilogram bomb, you throw down the thing and that's where it's landing. If the big group of enemies or the one giant enemy moves off of that spot, you might miss. So, but yeah, that game rules, and I've been having a good time with it. The latest on Helldivers news is that they have recently dropped the upgraded bugs that they'd put in the game because they're buggy little bugs. The full article title from PC Gamer is Helldivers 2's new bugs are bugged. So Arrowhead is turning them off for 5 weeks to debug its bugged bugs. And bugs, yeah. It's not a huge deal. I feel like we were kind of dodging this problem already based on the planets we chose. But there's these Rupture Warriors, the burrowing ones that were such a drag. They're this variant that became like the most hated thing in the game. Pretty much everybody was like, "This is."
They
awful.
hated that. Everybody hated that.
Oh yeah, there was a lot of sort of outcry. We're like,
okay,
we're gonna fail this major order as a group because nobody's gonna want to do this. Not to mention they were more lethal to the mission host than anybody that joined the mission host because of the sort of lag time. So other players had a chance to dodge when they launched out of the dirt. But the host found themselves repeatedly just absolutely slaughtered by these things because they were less avoidable. I wasn't tracking that as a problem. I don't think we diagnosed that as a group, but evidently that was the case. So they took them out, and that is fine by me. They have made it so that they're just not in the game. Instead of making them less. Let's see. Let me say that another way. It says in the article they deployed a patch to make it so that instead of making them less threatening for the host player, the update just made them as relentless for everyone. And that was the thing that really ticked off the community. So yeah, they just took them out. And then there's other stuff that hasn't been behaving right, I guess. There's some balance changes that they're going to make to some of the enemies, and in the short term, they're just turning off the rupture strain thing. And it's interesting because normally when they push out a patch, they in game fiction like push out some lore that's like, "Congratulations, Helldivers, you've managed to vanquish the blah blah blah." And so instead of admitting fault in like a transparent way, normally they just deliver some lore to explain a problem away. But in this one, they're like, we're going to take the rupture strain offline at 6 p.m. today. No other units will be affected. It'll be back online in about 5 weeks. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. Everyone was like, oh, there's no like in-game reason or lore or like, they sort of dropped the facade for a moment and they just sort of put out a very technical statement. And it was like, oh, okay, I guess they're serious. So yeah, no worries when we play a little bit later about the rupture strain, but I don't know. I think it's great. It's a very, very positive example of a live service game. Always something new. And, ever since it went cross platform and live on Xbox, it's been exploding in popularity.
Yeah.
They ended up selling more copies on Steam. I would venture to guess because of situations like ours where you're like, oh, I can finally play this game because it's on Xbox. So somebody who's been on the fence goes, oh, all my homies that have Xboxes are playing. I'll go get it for my PC, and the cycle continues. So pretty rad. And I won't miss seeing those bugs around. Boy, oh boy.
No, I won't either. I hated that. And that's kind of what I was talking about when I was saying, like, finding gripes. That was one of them where it was just, like, more frustrating than fun.
Yeah. But
I'm glad to see that they are taking action. They're very active. They're a very active group of developers. And I'm just going to keep looking for things to complain about them, though. You know what I mean? Just keep looking for reasons to talk.
You got to keep them honest, dude.
That's
you
right.
Got to get on the subreddit and flame them.
That is 2025's version of keeping them honest. Just like never finding a single positive thing to say about it, just crying about it on Reddit.
Logging 1,000 hours and then saying, "Don't buy this game. It's horrible. The devs are so mean. It sucks, man."
That used to be a joke thing where it was like, somebody with like 4,000 hours and they leave a review. It's like, it's good. It's like, oh. And then now it's like not even a joke. There's people on there who are like that game Scum. Like I've flirted with buying that game for like 4 years. And every time I go there to see like the state of the game, there's a review. Without fail, there's a review that's like somebody with 800 hours and they're like, okay, I think I put enough time in here. It's time for me to talk about this one. It's like, what is wrong with this person? How do you have...
Yes, please. We've all been waiting. Right. Tell me.
800 hours and now you're ready to talk about it? Yeah. Well, sorry, but you're gay.
Pretty nutty. Speaking of Steam, our other and final topic is our old pal Nikita. Yet again, gonna be lining his pockets because Escape from Tarkov is headed to Steam to spread its iniquity elsewhere. Ugh. As if it wasn't already infested, Tarkov is going to hit the gen pop of Steam, and I couldn't be less excited. I'm still not going to play this game, dog. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's any news about like a 1.0. Is that one of the reasons they're doing this? That like the game is headed to the 1.0 phase, you think?
Are they not there already? I'm being honest. I'm not I'm not rage baiting you. I'm asking you. They're not there?
No, I don't think so. Let's see.
Oh my god.
Escape from Tarkov 1.0. Tarkov 1.0 release date confirmed. The newest event and an unlisted video on their YouTube channel has confirmed the release date of 15 November this year. Lamau, they better have a 5-page list of bug fixes. Supposedly, it's probably, somebody said, knowing BSG is probably the actual release announcement date.
Dude, listen.
Yeah, I think this guy's probably retarded.
Yeah, it's never going to be 1.0. It's never going to be 1.0.
I think they had a horrible, I know. I think it's right up there with Star Citizen, as much as it pains me to say that. It's not good.
It'll be 1.0 in quotations. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
you catch my drift?
Yeah.
They'll be like, hey, we've released 1.0. And it's just completely unfinished and broken like it's always been. But just because you say
I heard the
it's
last
1.0
wipe was just awful. They've had some serious bummers, I think. I don't play it anymore, but in the YouTube sphere, there's people I follow that still play the game, and they're like, oh man, this is a rough wipe. Ugh, here's my thoughts on that, and there's people that have historically been Tarkov creators that have pivoted to other stuff happily.
Right.
They're like, yeah, I'm taking a break from Tarkov.
Dude, check this out. Man wins $500,000 lawsuit after phone records doctors mocking him during his colonoscopy. So,
the
plaintiff who chose...
Now that's the headline we should have been talking about.
The plaintiff who chose to remain anonymous sued anesthesiologist Dr. Tiffany Ingham and 3 other medical professionals who were released from the case. Ingham, age 42 in her practice, were ordered by a Western Virginia jury to pay the plaintiff. He left his phone recording and overheard them saying, quote, after 5 minutes of talking to you in pre-op, I wanted to punch you in the face and man you up a little bit, Ingham is heard saying. This is a woman about a man, by the way. It's so funny. One of the Ingham and others mocked the plaintiff for taking many medications. One of the plaintiff's medications, gabapentin, was prescribed to treat an irritation in his genital area. A medical assistant touched the man's genitals and commented she might have contracted a sexually transmitted infection. Ingham was recorded saying the medical assistant might, quote, get some syphilis on your arm or something, then added, it's probably tuberculosis in the penis, so you'll be all right. Dude, $500,000 ain't nothing when you get to turn this into a career in comedy. I know for a fact there's less funny people doing comedy. Man, that is tuberculosis of the penis. His penis just being like...
That's outstanding, dude. I love that. That is so good.
Dude.
Oh my goodness.
First official image from Sean Levy's Star Wars Starfighter, starring Ryan Gosling and Flynn Gray. Dude, are you seeing this?
I saw
You're
that.
A huge
I saw
Star
that
Wars
image. I am reluctantly a bit of a Star Wars nerd. I have a lot of knowledge in my head about Star Wars. There is a huge gaping hole in my heart for where Star Wars used to be. It was almost filled by Dune, actually, because I find it much more compelling than all the garbo that Star Wars has churned out.
Yeah.
So, I don't know. It could be cool if Gosling is, like, not a complete in the movie. Like, I don't know. It's not somebody I think of when I think of, who they should cast in Star Wars movies now. It's like, really? Gosling? Okay. But, I've been surprised before in a positive sense, so I don't know. Maybe it would be cool. Of course I'm going to see it, But.
Definitely feels desperate. Not because for any reason that like Ryan Gosling is not good or anything. It just is like.
Right.
Yeah. It's definitely not a safe move. It's like okay, we need this one to be good.
Right. Ryan Gosling and Russell Crowe were in there it is, called The Nice Guys. You seen this movie?
Yeah.
2016 comedy action movie. It was one of the first movies where Russell Crowe debuted his large and in charge build. Extremely good movie. And
large and
I
in
think
charge
that's the
build?
first time.
His physique?
Yeah, Russell Crowe was like he was like hefty all of a sudden.
Yeah,
At
he
least that's the
ballooned
first
up,
movie.
dude.
Yeah, it was the first movie that I remember seeing where I'm like, oh my god, that's Gladiator guy. He's big, big guy.
Yeah.
But it works in that movie like really, really well because he's just thrashing Ryan Gosling half the time. Extremely cool movie. I guess it's sort of a buddy cop movie in hindsight. If Ryan Gosling can be like a pleasant surprise in this Star Wars situation, could be cool. I got no problem with it. It's just an interesting, like you said, it's an interesting choice. It's not super safe. It's like kind of a gambit. So could be cool. I don't know what the latest like news about that movie is. Star Wars 2027. Oh my gosh, it's so far from now. I could see him doing sort of a flyboy thing, I guess. Top Gun, but for, Star Wars. Is that it?
Top Gun for Star Wars. Pilot? That's where we're at, too. I mean, I know I keep going back to this, but it's like, what? Everything is... We've just really hit this crazy wormhole of derivativeness.
Yeah.
It's like... It's like if you take Top Gun and you made a Star Wars movie, but in the animation style of the Spider-Man.
It'll be great. We'll call it Star Gun.
Star Gun. Starring T-Pain and Rachel McAdams.
Yeah, let's get Melissa McCarthy in there to play Jabba the Hutt's sister.
Oh, kaboom. Hold on, where is it? All right. Dang. I was going to hit the Hydro Thunder soundboard thing, but it's too loud, dude. It scares me every time.
Does it? Does it scare you?
Dude, Deg is so loud in that clip.
It's true. He really is. Oh, were you looking for God is that? Is that what you're looking for?
I was looking for that, or like the explosion one that we had at one point. Cardi B reveals she is pregnant, expecting a baby with boyfriend Stefan Diggs, who's a
Stefan Diggs.
Yeah, he's
the Stefan Diggs.
The Stefan Diggs. I can't tell, and here's the joke, folks. I can't tell who's been passed around more, Cardi B or her boyfriend around the league. Am I right, folks? Hello. Yeah. So
nice.
Yeah, nice. Got him. So apparently she's pregnant. I'm having a baby with my boyfriend,
hard to do.
Stefan Diggs. I was gonna say,
I don't know how you do that.
That's really hard, especially
you do that.
when you advertise your body as much as this person has. Having a baby with my boyfriend Stefan Diggs. She told Gail King. I'm excited. I'm happy. I feel like I'm in a good space. I feel very strong. I feel very powerful that I'm doing all this work, but I'm doing all this while I'm creating a baby. Let's give a little credit to my man Stefan Diggs. I think he did some of the work. Hello. Come on.
Got him, dude.
Dude, I love it.
Come on.
I love listening to people who are exceedingly rich talk about how much work they do. I love that, dude. It's so funny to me. It's like, dude, you can pay people to do...
I'm so proud of myself for doing all this work.
Right.
It's like, shut
when
the up.
When was the last time you did anything that you didn't want to do, though?
Yeah,
that's the crazy thing.
Dude.
It's like, it is nice.
You got a garbage man making $45,000 a year working overtime for his family of 6 living in a trailer park. You work harder than that guy? Is that what you're trying to say?
All this work.
Get the out of here.
Yeah, it's crazy, dude.
Those people work 2 hours a day max.
And,
like shit.
And even if they're working like 10 hours a day or something, that's more strenuous. If you're doing something that you absolutely love doing, I feel like that's a nice thing. I'm not even hating on them for that, but like, don't be like, I'm just putting in all this work. It's like, all right, we know, that's great.
Yeah, we get it, dude. Circling back to Star Wars Starfighter, I wasn't sure what the timeline of this movie is, and I'm struck a little bit by the fact that it is 5 years after the events of Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, which is, of course, the movie that is latest in the OG actual sort, not OG, but in the canon, trilogies of films. So that's interesting. I think they will probably set up, something with this movie. Like it's a prequel to the next trilogy, maybe. Huh?
Oh my gosh. Are they doing another trilogy? I mean, they have to, right?
I mean, they have to at a certain point. That's the format, right? The traditional Star Wars format is a trilogy. I think everybody would agree. There's been 3 so far. So maybe that's perfect and they should stop. I honestly wouldn't hate that, You've got a trilogy. You got 3 of those. You got a trilogy of trilogies. Shut your mouth.
Right.
Kathleen Kennedy. When you die, then we'll make more.
George Lucas, it must have been like the same experience that like in the olden days when a father would like sell his daughter to somebody. It had to have been the same like kind of optimism where he was like, they're probably going to treat her really well.
Yeah.
They're probably just going to use her to like cook and clean. That's the kind of like the kind of blind optimism that he had to have had, because Disney bought it for $1 billion and they're like, "Oh, we're going to do all kinds of wild stuff to this franchise, okay? You think you made an original trilogy? You made a follow-up trilogy? Check this out, George."
What you got now?
Bam!
What you think about
we
that?
turning this thing out, dog. You know what I'm saying? We breaking out the webcam.
We're gonna take Daisy Ridley and we're gonna make her play a different character entirely.
Yeah.
You're gonna hate.
We're gonna have 8 different people writing for 3 different movies. We're gonna have 4 different directors for every one. None of it's gonna make
They all have to
sense.
get into a fist fight at Battle Royale. Whoever wins gets to.
Yeah, seriously, what a disaster. I just saw a video of a customer, like a little restaurant cafe customer in Alaska, just leaving in an airplane. It's awesome, dude. He just turns left onto a street because the lane's open, because there's no traffic like you would in a car, but then his car gets off the ground and flies him home. That guy is awesome.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
Well, don't hold out. Send it to me. I need to see this.
Yeah. I need to send this to you. Where's the share button? I'll drop it in this chat in the pot. Oh, dang! The picture in the chat. I forgot that huge lady that we were looking at the other day. That is wild stuff, dude. Dang, does your wife do that Samurai Turn Pretty thing? Did she watch that show?
No, I don't think so.
All right, that's good. That's good for you.
He just turns out onto the highway in a plane.
This is awesome, dude.
Does it have a blinker? Did he have a blinker on, I wonder?
That'd be
waiting
so
to
sick.
turn onto the highway?
Can you imagine, dude?
That's crazy, dog.
That is one of the...
Some of those bush planes, dude, it don't matter. They can take off and land on like pretty short runways, and there's people in Alaska that are just really good at flying planes because you got to be to live in certain places of Alaska. Like you need to know how to fly a plane.
Yeah, that's such a sick move. Can you imagine doing that?
That is incredible. Absolutely incredible.
What the heck is this? Dude, ants are so weird, man.
Oh, yeah.
Dude, you know what I saw the other day about ants? Is that there's like a worldwide, like, there's like wars. They have actual wars. Like that, like,
oh, yeah?
like
is
that
it
are
like World War IV for the ants?
dude. They've been
we're over here working on turning out number 3, and the ants are on we're on World War VII.
Yeah, it's like Tekken.
Catch up. Those are rookie numbers.
It's like the King of the Iron Fist tournament. They just have one every so often, but there's like huge wars going on, like colony wars across the world. It's not even just like
that's incredible.
The red ones are fighting the black ones in your neighborhood, and I'm calling that a war. Folks, I'm talking about full-blown global conquest, but with ants, which is, to me, makes them probably one of the coolest. And the coordination is incredible. The body
ants are pretty sick. The command and control that they have with their like hive mind stuff going on, and then there's the flying ones. There's your Air Force right there. You got the flying ants. You know what I'm saying? Like
they do. They got
to figure it out, dude.
They do, and they. There's the ones that like, they like the young ants go out and they like vomit. They go out and then they eat stuff and then they come back and like vomit in the old ants' mouths so that they know what's going on out there.
Yeah,
it's crazy,
like,
dude.
Hey, Gramps, you want to know what's out there?
Yeah,
I have seen a video of like ants that they were in a war, but there was resource scarcity, and so they formed a truce, and there was like a line of the one kind of ant and another line of the other like colony of ants, and they were both like standing there at, you know, in the DMZ, and then they were allowing some ants to pass through and get work done or something. I don't know, but that might have been some editorializing on the part of the poster, but it was extremely interesting. Ants are complex creatures.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I feel like being an entomologist, audience, that's somebody who's a bug nerd, would be extremely cool, and you would learn really interesting facts about how the world works and what nature is like. And nobody would ever care or listen to you unless you made like a viral Reddit post.
Right.
That's the only way that anybody's reading your research paper, dog. Right. It's like, can you make it sound cool? Because all I know is you're a bug nerd.
Did you have an ant farm as a kid?
I had one ant farm. It was the super cool translucent blue gel.
Man, I always wanted that one,
farm.
dude. I really did.
I remember I saw it. I was surprised my mom agreed to it. I saw it in like Barnes & Noble one time, you know, in the like toy section of Barnes & Noble where everything makes you smart and gay.
Yeah, of course.
But it's Barnes & Noble, so I'm not going to look. What am I going to look at the books? Nah, get out of here.
Right.
And so I was like, Mom, look at this. This is so cool. And she was like, you can get it. You want it? You want to do an ant farm? I was like, can I really? You know?
So sick, dude.
And there were these little, like, I don't know if they were cryogenically frozen, like Han Solo style and carbonite.
Yeah, I was just going to ask, how did you get the ants in there? You don't catch them, right?
They're in there. They're in the box. Yes. I don't know how it works, dude. Science is incredible.
That's weird.
I agree. I don't know if these were like special lab grown ants or what, but there was this like, vertical sort of plate that had, I don't know, 1.5 inch thickness of this like blue gel stuff that you could see right through to the other side.
Yeah.
And within the plexiglass, there was a lid on top. And in the box was a little bag of just ants that were not really doing anything. And so I don't know if they had been like sedated and then put into the bag or what, but you would just like dump them out into this blue gel and close it and wait, and something about them being near the blue gel and like sensing there was food nearby like woke them up or something.
Oh my!
Before you know it, they're building these like freaking cool like, you know, tunnels through the blue gel, and it's like nourishing them, I guess. I don't know. Not sustainable forever, but extremely cool at the time.
Yeah, and, I'm gonna look up ant farms.
I stuck that on my dresser and looked at it for a good long while. It's freaking cool, dude.
Dude, I told you, there's a subreddit for everything. There's a subreddit called r/ant keeping. Here's what post.
Surprising no one.
Why did her abdomen explode? Is this post? Oh my gosh.
Oh my god.
Dude. Yeah. Animals are.
You ever check out the YouTube channel Ants Canada?
No, I don't think so.
Okay, it's got 6.71 million subscribers.
Okay, that checks.
And 800 videos. And this guy has video titles such as "Uncovering an Incredible Colony of Micro Squirrels." And
what?
He's moved on to other stuff, but it started with just like ants, and he made a giant like wetlands colony. He has what you call a vivarium.
Yeah, I'm looking at this now.
It's humongous.
The start of an ant war in my giant rainforest vivarium.
Yeah, dude. How a huntsman spider returned from the dead in my giant rainforest vivarium.
Dude, he's got one that just says, I connected my 3 giant vivariums together, and it changed everything. And in every one of the thumbnails, he's got his hands on his head like he's in disbelief. See, this is the right thing to do when you're rich. This is what blows my mind about like Elon Musk. Elon Musk like gets up in the morning and then goes into SpaceX and like drinks a cup of coffee and then tweets something that's not funny. It's like, I would be doing this. I would be building a enormous ant farm that connected in my house.
Yeah. Yeah. His most popular videos are like, my fire ants are planning an escape.
Yeah.
This is so metal and so gross. I'll never watch this in a million years. 15 million views. Cockroach giving birth while being devoured by fire ants. Are you kidding me?
Oh my goodness.
Ridiculous.
Dude, and he's got the buff Asian guy thing going on. This he's a real animal lover, it looks like, cuz he's got like chameleons. These are full ecosystems.
Oh yeah. The vivarium is not just ants, it's like a bunch of stuff.
Humans are kind of stupid because it's like the amount of time it takes to make this happen in your house, and it just is like it's happening right outside. It just goes on out there. I always thought about that as a kid. I would always get like an aquarium and be like, I should make it like this, and I was always like, they're gonna love this, they're gonna love it, and then I'd be like, wait a minute, I'm just trying to do what this the prison version of what they've got out there. It's like kind of not that cool for them.
We'd rather just kind of go out there actually. But that's what makes this guy's project so interesting, is like you get to sort of bottle the magic of the outdoors in this like observable, vacuum, and it's pretty cool. An ultra rare blue ant colony. Blue ants?
Dude,
there's blue ones?
I'm going to watch this guy's stuff, I think, dude.
Yeah, bookmark it, dude.
Dude,
it's pretty sick.
I got these. Rad. I got this thing I got to show you. Joe showed me this. These little frogs, and they got these little butts. These little butts, dude. I wanted to get one so bad, but Gabby hates stuff like this. Have you seen the little frogs with the butts?
I mean, I've seen frogs with butts.
Dude,
don't get me wrong. I do. I wasn't born yesterday. Okay, all right.
They're very cute. They're. I can see why people think they're ugly, but they're kind of cute, dude. I want one. Dude. I'm just... I really...
Frog Pamper Mooney Plus? What is this, dude?
It's a short, I know. It's just the first one I could find, but he's got a little tiara on.
Yeah, what's with the tiara, though?
Look at the
That's sort of whack.
Suitcase in the back. Dude. I really do. I
just hit the part of the video where the perspective shifts to the frog's.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny.
He's got a dumper on him, dude. Yeah. Watch out. That's so funny.
I really don't like the whole return to be like pretending to be like a child thing.
Mm-hmm.
People love to do that now, and they're like cartoons and like pajamas and eating cereal. This is not a shot at anybody, because it's occurring to me now that Deg did mention at one point that he was like, dude, it was awesome. Like, I was like a kid again, and I had a little bowl of cereal, and I was sitting there watching cartoons. That's fine. I'm not saying that one example of that, but there is sort of a thing about that. But then I also want to follow that by saying that I want to get back into ZOIDS. We were talking about that the other night, and I want to get an ant farm.
Dude, it's so good. ZOIDS, come on. Get an ant farm, get a frog, get some ZOIDS going. Incredible.
Dang.
I guess these are called rain frogs. Is that right?
Something like that.
Common rain frog. Found a video of one yawning. It's adorable.
It's really cute, dude. Cool. Dang.
It looks like... You know how when people have cats and the cats are like super friggin' fat and ridiculous?
Yeah.
And you're like, that's not what cats are supposed to look like. You're murdering your animal every day. How does it not have diabetes? Stop feeding it so much.
Right.
Feed it twice a day, a limited amount of food. Oh my gosh, what's wrong with you? Well, this looks like a frog that got just into the food basket and is just eating whenever it wants. maybe this is how they're just supposed to look, but it looks like just a real chunky little frog, dude.
It's really astounding to me because, like, where are these people? With, like... Cause,
I don't know anyone that does this in
right.
life. They're only on the internet.
Right. This guy is, like... He's built, like, to scale 3D modeled and printed to scale Neo Tokyo enclosure for his ants. Like, the amount of infrastructure you need to support this lifestyle is enormous. It's like, where is this guy?
Well, he was in Canada, and I think
that guy.
I heard about this.
This is on Reddit.
I heard about this. Oh, you're talking about someone else?
I'm just talking about Joe Schmo. This ant keeping thing. There's
some guy.
Yeah, there's how many people are on this subreddit? I can't tell on the web client. Oh,
I'm seeing
30,000 weekly visitors.
I was just going to say 30,000 weekly.
30,000 weekly visitors to the ant keeping subreddit, which means there's at least 30,000 people who this is like a heavy interest. How have I not met a single one?
Yeah, I don't know, dude.
No posts about killing ants. This is a subreddit about keeping ants as pets. Try r/unfair to ants instead. All right, I'm checking that out.
Oh boy! Oh no!
They're like pouring molten steel into the nest. Those guys. This is hilarious. There's a war between these two groups.
Unfair to ants. I have seen a video of someone take molten aluminum, like just melt down.
Yeah, that's like the top post on here.
A bunch of cans, and dump it into Antville as a means of like uncovering and fully eliminating an ant colony. It looks incredible when you do it, by the way. It's very cool as a concept, and it looks like they got most of the ants out before they did it.
That's such a lie, dude.
It looks that's how the video starts. Is them like gently spooning ants out of a hole, and it's like, okay,
too funny to imagine them doing that. I think you're right, but that's so funny.
It's wild though, because this like documentary or whatever that this is from, this is how they're mapping out an ant colony. It's like, well, let's just pour metal down there, or whatever, you know, and then we'll be able to see what shape it takes.
Dang.
The top post on my end, when it's just sorted by default by best, is from 5 months ago. It says, "I hate ant hater. You all." It's like, okay, well, this is that subreddit, so like,
this is a super dead subreddit. I just realized there's 11 weekly visitors.
Yeah, I think it's pretty dead.
We should get in there, dude. We should start it back up. Yeah,
we should put the Lego Yoda meme in there and see what happens.
Oh man, there you go. Get it quarantined.
See if we can turn it.
Dang, dude, that's really good, man.
Oh my gosh. Well, folks, I hope you've enjoyed this deep dive into all manner of Jake and Jared shenanigans. The rabbit holes, the ant holes,
the Cardi B holes.
Okay. You know, that's what we're here for. Just a little potpourri, a little variety for your week. Be sure to follow us on Instagram and YouTube at 3grasstouchers. Be sure to share the show, love the show, like the show, follow the show on Spotify and Apple Podcasts and anywhere else you might find us. And until next time, don't forget, get out there, watch out for the ants, and touch some grass.